Bell.
Thank you, Your Honor. We're here today in the state of Ohio, versus Curtis Harris, case number 26-CR-637. The defendant is present with counsel Brett Jordan. We're here today for a sentencing hearing. We were last before you on July 8th. At that time, the defendant pled guilty to count 1 and count 3, those being trafficking in cocaine, the first a felony of the 5th degree, the second a felony of the 3rd degree, both with attached forfeiture specifications. During that hearing, a pre-sentence report was ordered. That report has since been completed. There is a joint recommendation in this case for 40 months of prison. Thank you.
Mr. Jordan.
Thank you kindly, Your Honor. That is, at this time, I'd respectfully request that this honorable court accept our recommendation of 40 months. As you can see from the PSI report, my client has accepted his responsibilities and his accountability for his actions. He knows that he has not only hurt the community, but more importantly, he's also hurt his family. He has children that he needs to support, and he will unable to do that now, Judge. So we'd ask that you accept the recommendation and sentence him to 40 months. Thank you.
Mr. Harris, what do you want to tell me before I sentence you?
Your Honor, I just come before you to take accountability of my actions due to my lack of judgment on what I was facing in the past. Me being in jail for 4 months, I can say I'm no longer that type of man. As a father, I looked in the mirror and I felt like I not disrespect only myself, but my kid, because he constantly asking me, Daddy, when you coming home? Daddy, where you at? And it's like he's 3 years old. I'm not there to potty train him, be a potty train. This all had hindered me from a long shot, me thinking, taking a shortcut. But really, I didn't.
Hell, you've been doing this for 15 years.
I understand that.
The same thing over and over and over for 15 years.
I understand that, Your Honor. Through my upbringing as me coming up as a kid, I seen things that I thought was the right way, and it's not the right way. And I'm just being honest. It's not the right way going about things like that. And I'm tired. Not only if I'm tired, my family tired. I just want peace in life. And then that's not the life that's giving me peace, because I constantly keep going through the same thing. It's like insanity. Like I'm being insane. I'm constantly going through the same thing, Your Honor. And I'm tired. And I'm truthful, this coming from my heart. I'm really tired.
Well, then you ought to stop doing this shit.
Yeah, you're right. And I should stop doing it. That's what my next goal is to do, regardless of how the outcome come with this.
Why are you being such a pain in the ass over here?
Where?
At the jail.
In the jail?
Yeah. You got a number of lockdowns.
Yeah, they locked me down the one time for saying that I asked the CO, was he eating chips? Because I just asked him, I said, was you eating chips? And he said he locked me down. That was my first lockdown. My second lockdown, I went to church, and I came out of church, and they said that we wasn't supposed to leave out of church, and I didn't know. So they locked me down for that. Then my third lockdown is because somebody put a tablet in my room, and when they put the tablet in their room and they came to do count, I got locked down for that. I'm not making no excuses, because at the end of the day, it was my actions that caused me to being in that. But I'm really not like a violent person. If I'm respectful, I'm disrespecting myself and my family.
Well, that and you're putting a lot of poison out on the street, right? Right?
Yeah, yes. That's what got me here. And due to whatever consequence that I have in front of me, I know in my heart I'm getting too old for this. There's no excuse for it. I'm getting too old for it. I'm about to be 35 years old. In 5 more years, I'll be 40. And I ain't trying to be 40 years old talking to my son through a jail, or, God forbid, the graveyard. I don't want to raise my kid like that. I don't want to be the role model being like that, putting that in front of him like it was in front of me.
Well, that's great. Then you ought to stop doing this shit. When you get out, you're going to go, when you get out, you probably ought to do something different because you ain't very good at this drug dealing stuff.
Yeah, you correct. You absolutely correct about that because it's a constant thing. And I had a job. I was going through temp agencies. It's just that I get laid off, and then my back be pinned against the wall where I think going about it that way ain't the right way. And you're absolutely right.
All right, Ms. Bell,
Thank you, Your Honor. The state is asking that you adopt the
you have a seat.
the joint recommendation for 40 months in prison on this case. The defendant has priors for trafficking. He was on community control for trafficking when this offense happened. He was under indictment for trafficking when this happened. It's clear in his last case he got 39 months in prison for trafficking. It's clear that there is a problem here, and prison is really the only way forward. Thank you.
All right, I've reviewed the pre-sentence report and the past pre-sentence report, the letters in support. Listen to Mr. Harris, listen to counsel, consider all the relevant statutory factors. I'm going to adopt the joint recommendation. I'm going to sentence you to 4 months on count 1 and 36 months on count 3 for a total of 40 months, which is a joint recommendation of counsel. Credit for 109 days. The items subject to forfeiture are forfeited to the state. When you get out, you might be on post-release control for up to 2 years under the parole authority with conditions. If you violate, the parole authority could send you back to prison for up to 9 months for each violation. Up to 1/2 of my sentence. If it's a new felony, you could get an additional consecutive prison sentence for the violation, the maximum of which would be the greater of 12 months or the time left under post-release control. Remaining charges are dismissed. Anything else, Ms. Bell?
Nothing further, Your Honor. Thank you.
Mr. Jordan?
Nothing further, Your Honor. We thank you.
All right.